All right, everyone. So I'm going to be showing you today is going over the two things that you're going to need when you travel if you want to sustain and maintain your health goals. So my two focus areas, I really try not to do too much while on vacation, think about all these other things: hydration and protein, what you need, what you don't need, how to save time, money, and most importantly, space when you travel. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have two water containers. Now, I usually don't travel exactly with this little thing is just near. I travel with a 40 ounce hydro flask, and I put it on a carabiner and I attach it to my bag so it's outside of my bag, so it's not inside, so I can just off clip it. Plus having a carabiner is incredibly useful. So you want to put your water container over here. Number two, this is probably the most important thing, is a good 16 to 24 ounce shaker bottle. Now, what's going to happen with this is specifically you're going to use it to pack your proteins, your greens, your amino acids. And your extra protein powder. So I want to make sure I hit my protein goal. So I always put at least 50 grams of protein a day for myself. So that's just 2 scoops of protein. And the cool thing is you can just fit that all in there. So you take the air out just a little bit, replug it, shove it in there. I also like to not use greens powders because, again, going through airports with a lot of white powder is probably not the best idea. So you want to make sure that you can, consolidate where you can. So I use these. Amazing Grass makes a fizzy tab. It's really awesome. You can even fit this in a water bottle if you just, need baseline stuff. You can break these tabs in half, and they can fit in any standard little water bottle too. So it's super helpful. I usually take 2 servings of these a day when I'm traveling, just because I feel like I'm not getting enough vegetables, plus the digestive enzymes help. So you can consolidate that down, okay, and just drop that in. Next, your protein bars. So I try to bring at least 25 grams a day of protein, so I can put that in there for a weekend. And then really some almonds, okay, you can roll that up, put that in there. Okay, and check it out. So you have all your protein all ready to go in here. That way it all stay organized. So again, your powders, you want to put in there. Now, what I bring with me is, no matter what, I can always get a cheese stick somewhere and usually some sort of protein. I try to bring my protein to when I'm going to the airport and I'm in control of that. So I usually choose a high, like 25 grams or 20 gram high protein yogurt and cheese. And what I try to do is about 2 weeks before I'm about to travel, or a week before, I try to stay away from a lot of dairy. I just kind of remove it out of my dietary rotation of eating, because I know I'm going to be leveraging, whey protein powders, probably some of these on the go in between for snacks. Whenever I land, I kind of stock up on these. I don't, I try to look at places where I can buy this type of stuff, throw it in my bag, and then you're good to go. So those are the really easy steps that you can take to help you not only, again, hit your protein, make sure you stay hydrated, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Now, from a fitness end, there's basically 3 things that I don't leave either, and they're very small. The first one is I always bring a pretty, this orange band. It's from Elite FTS. I've been using it for years, so I use this a lot for like overhead pull-aparts in the morning, regular pull-aparts. I do, face pulls. I'll just hook it up to a door and start doing it, because you just never can hit your upper back. If you're like me and you're stuck in a lot of meetings or going to be sitting for long periods of time, all the upper back can get pretty juiced, and this gives you a good rowing option. It's also great for mobility. I do a lot of leg lowering exercises with it. I also use it for like wrist mobility. I'll like pin down an area and I'll like do a little bit of wrist work, again, just on the computer a lot. So I usually bring skinny band, and then I bring 1 mini band. Again, I've used bands for years, so again, there's just tons of different like row options. You've got all the again, I'm just like showing all the different things you can do with one of these. Around the legs, we've seen everything with that, so you can just add some stuff to your body weight routine. So bands, I bring some sort of trigger point object. Again, you can use it on your chest, your neck, your glutes, and it's just good to have an extra tool in case something does happen. You can dig in and do some self-myofascial release. And I usually bring, some sort of, usually I have Tiger Balm, because it's super small. It's a container, so before I fly, I kind of rub that all in my neck. I don't care if I smell in my glutes and my hips, my knees, my ankles. I actually put that through all of my joints, because I'm going to be sitting there anyway. At least I can hydrate. My joints can get a little, if you have a CBD, like probably the best thing you do is get a good CBD arnica rub that has some like menthol or some capsaicin in it. Keep your joints really, loose, the wrists, everything. So that's look, guys, that doesn't take up a lot of space. Again, you're eating that. So like if you really look at that, you can fit this probably in one of your shoes. Okay, you could probably, again, I've done stuff where I've, taken the band, you can wrap it around here, put it like this. Honestly, like I've done this so many times. I've actually taken stuff like that, put it like this, and put that inside of my bag like that. Okay, literally taking the band. So everything is in one place. I know this looks weird, but when you're traveling and you like want to fit your fitness stuff in, you don't want to have your stuff all over the place. You want to have one central location for all your belongings, and you want to know where everything is so you can just kind of bind it all up like that. All right, so that's travel, fitness, and everything.